Okay, y'all, so the older I get, the more I realize that the metaphors my grandma was using when I was growing up, no, because they make sense now. Because you really do understand it better by and by. And weight really did break the wagon down. And I know you really can't be the pot that's calling the kettle black. Because for real, you don't have a pot to piss in or a window to throw it out of. And no, really, you can lead that horse to the water, but you really can't make him drink. And you really don't miss the water to the well that ran dry. And for real, if you made that bed, you do gotta lay in it. And if you lay with that dog, you definitely get up with fleas. And the way folks dying, I will see you tomorrow if the Lord say the same. Like, for real.
Five
Five
superstitions that are always
superstitions
on point
that I
for me.
grew up on that has always been extremely accurate for me. Before we dive in, many cultures around the world have their own superstitions, so let me know below if they ring true with you or if you have any other ones. By the way, I have a Trini background and also Gullah Geechee. So let's go. 5 superstitions that I believe in. 1, if your left eye jumps, something negative could be coming in, but if your right eye jumps, something good is coming in. Right hand itching, money coming. Left hand itching, money is going out. 3, never put your purse or your wallet on the floor unless you want to be broke. 4, dreaming about a fish. Well, someone definitely is pregnant around you. If it's you, congratulations. 5, never, never, never sweep under someone's foot or on their foot for that matter. I've been told that you won't get married, you'll get bad juju. Spit on the broom to stop it. I honestly could go on all day about these, so let me know if you want a part 2 below.
A superstition that has always proven true is that if you drop a fork, this means you have a male coming over. If you drop a spoon, it means you have a female coming over. If no one ends up coming over, it just means a spirit is being sent to your house or a spirit is visiting you.
There is a spiritual significance behind consistently dropping things on the floor. Now, I'm not talking about if you drop something here and there, if you're a clumsy person, has nothing to do with this. I'm talking about consistently. To the point where you yourself are like, what's going on? Why am I dropping so many things? I'm gonna tell y'all right now that this is a gentle little reminder from Spirit, letting you know to get your mind in the right direction, bitch. You gotta change your mindset up a little bit. Something within your mind is not completely aligned to what it is that you want out of your life. Let's say that you want to be really happy, but all you think are really negative thoughts. The universe is having you energetically drop these things on the floor to let you know to get your mindset right. Like, wake up, baby girl, it's time to think right. There's a little bit of an imbalance there, and that's completely okay. You know, it's nothing that you cannot fix. But the whole thing here is that because your energy appears to be a little imbalanced, that is why things in your universe are also becoming imbalanced. Your scattered energy is transferring through every little thing that you touch. That's why you gotta get that shit unscattered, all cleaned up. If there's ever a time where I start consistently dropping objects that I'm holding in my hand on the floor, first of all, I notice, which is obviously key. But second is that I do something about it. I notice that if this ever happens to me, it's always whenever I'm in a shittier mindset than I should be in. At that moment, my thoughts are not as balanced and as perfect as I want them to be. Thus why my scattered energy in that moment is being transferred throughout everything that I'm touching, which is exactly why I'm dropping all that shit. I listen and pay attention to what's going on around me, and I take advantage of the situation by changing the way that I'm thinking. Once I readjust my mindset again, I promise y'all, I never drop shit, bitch. In fact, I'm catching shit when it falls. It's like the energy completely realigns itself in the way that it should, and it shows up in my physical reality. After the mental realignment is done, obviously everything turns back to being okay because everything's literally okay, but that's the whole thing here. I want y'all to pay attention to whatever it is that your physical reality is trying to tell you, because there is a sign in everything. I don't care. If you work in favor of the universe is going to work in favor of you, so the universe is always going to let you know what's up. Games aren't going to be played. It's either yes or no, but you're going to be shown exactly what it is. If you're consistently dropping things on the floor, pay attention to what's going on and maybe reevaluate the way that you're thinking. You might be surprised to see just how much it actually helps. It's never done me wrong, so I know it's gonna help you out as well. Pick your shit up off the floor and keep it moving. You're good. The universe will really always have your back.
Yo, I'm sorry, ho, that I couldn't be your Romeo, cause you were too focused on Julio, and now I'm too focused on getting dope. You don't
Survive. Spiritual superstitions. If your crystal breaks, someone could be trying to get at you, or it can mean that the crystal served this purpose. If you start getting random thoughts about people you don't even talk to no more, that's them thinking about you. Their thought waves are sending to you. We are all connected to the same source. If your cat starts looking around your whole entire house, a spirit is actually present in that moment. Bad knees is bad. People who have really bad knees, they took the wrong steps in their lifetime, and now all that negative energy is stuck in their knees, all right? They took too many bad steps, and now they're paying for all that energy stuck in the karma. If you get a headache, you gotta realize that's all those thoughts that you thought of all in one spot, and it's gonna combust. You gotta ground, go in nature and ground to get all that energy down back to the earth. If you constantly go through things in your life, this means the Phoenix is working with you because it wants you to become more stronger. So you're gonna constantly go through more because the Phoenix is all about death and rebirth because you are the chosen one.
In Korea, there are some gifts that are avoided for superstitious reasons. I was always taught by my parents that when I give someone a watch, they have to at least give me $1 because now it's no longer a gift and it's an exchange of goods. It's like you're giving a symbol of like your time is running out. When I gifted my parents all watches for their 60th birthday, they both wired me like $1 because I was in LA. And you're not supposed to gift empty wallets. So if you want to buy your girlfriend a wallet, you have to put at least $1 or $5 in there because if you give someone an empty wallet, you're wishing them a future of emptiness financially. And shoes, if you gift someone shoes, it's also customary for them to give you $1 because shoes represent the end of a relationship. Usually in romantic partnerships, it's a breakup. It means that you wish the person would walk away from you.
If you dream of a wedding, it is not a good sign. Me and the creator who this comment is attached to, I think we both came from Haiti around the same time, which would have been around the 2010 earthquake. And she has been one of my favorite creators on this app because she literally talks about the voodoo stuff, like everything I have experienced. Like she has literally validated me so much. Because for whatever reason, Americans never believe me. They actually think I'm crazy. But dreaming of a wedding is absolutely not a good sign. It's similar to the American superstition of dreaming that your teeth are falling out. So if you dream that you're at your mother's wedding, it unfortunately means that somebody's gonna die. If you dream that you're at your mother's wedding, it might be your mother's time. If you dream you're at your best friend's wedding, that might be your best friend's time. Unlike your teeth falling out dreams though, like if you dream that you're in somebody's wedding, like without a shadow of a doubt, somebody's gonna die.
Okay, so think about it like this. The reason you don't whistle at night or in the house, if I wanted to get your attention, if you were somewhere, I might like whistle real loud to you, right? It'll catch your attention. Your ears will perk up. You don't know who you're calling. You don't know whose attention you're going to get, and they're going to answer you. A lot of spirits whistle. They communicate through whistling, and if you hear them whistling, they're on their way. So, yeah, that's probably why you got in trouble. Does whistling call bad spirits? I don't know. I just wouldn't do it.
Oh, look at it.
Oh, Lord.
Look at it. Look at it.
Y'all, go back and watch that video because, Lord have mercy. Y'all, let me tell you something. My great auntie used to do that to me way back in the day before she passed away. And that will take care of a headache real quick on top of a couple other things. For example, like spirits that is playing tricks and plaguing your mind for no apparent reason. Yeah. Now, don't just be going and just taking a glass of water, putting a towel over it, and throwing it over your head any time or point a day or night. No. It has to be done at a certain time during the day, facing a certain direction. If you know, then you know. But shoot, that is old-time Louisiana treating midwifing right there. I tell you what.
You said you congested. Well, go and get that Vicks Vapor Rub and rub it up under your nose, on your chest, and all over your back, and it'll break some of that up. See, you keep on coughing like that, I'm going to have to go in there and get that Robitussin, because you know that's going to clear all that up. Come on, get this tablespoon of castor oil. It's going to clean you out. Ain't nothing going to be wrong with you after this. My granddaddy used to fix me hotty-toddies. I'm telling you, that whiskey going to open you right up. Right up. Don't go to bed with that wet hair. You're going to wake up with pneumonia. I'm telling you.
Some of the superstitions that I've heard is somebody sweeps on your feet, they are sweeping away that husband or that wife because you're not going to get married.
So I've always been taught that you never put your purse on the ground because you will always be broke. Broke. Broke 5 broke. We ain't got it. Don't you ever put my purse on the ground.
So every year of my life, my father always makes collard greens and black-eyed peas on New Year's Day because it is good luck. It's a meal of prosperity. So always have that New Year's Day. Black-eyed peas and collard greens.
So some superstitions that I have heard, there are different versions of this one, but the black one is that on New Year's, the start of the new year, a man with money in his right pocket has to be the first to walk through your door because he's gonna spend that money right on you. Okay, thank you. Happy holidays. Another superstition that I have heard is that when somebody passes in the house, you have to cover all of the mirrors because their soul will get trapped in the mirror. And we don't do demons, all right? You already know we don't do no demons up in the house. So unless you wanna see grandma for the rest of your life, cover the mirrors. They're gonna be stuck.
One thing you will never see me do is purchase a man's shoes. He'll use them to walk right out your life, girl. So not a Jordan, a Slide, a Air Force, nothing. Unless I want you gone.
So when your hands itch, right? When your palms itch, if your right hand itches, it means you about to come into some money. But if your left hand itches, it means you about to owe somebody some money. So I'll make sure my right hand stays itching.
Another thing I've heard, if your ears ring, someone's talking about you. But it can also be if your ears are ringing, someone is talking bad about you. So good or bad, either way, someone's talking about you. Hopefully it's good, but either way, I'm pretty sure people don't care. Yeah.
Do not put your baby in the mirror because the devil will be staring right back in your child's eye. I don't know how that works out, but you know, black folk come up with a lot of superstitions that we believe for years. Those are the ones that I heard.
Part 4 of hoodoo superstitions that we all grew up with. Bird flies in your house and it's still alive. You're being warned that you have an enemy that is trying to attack you. If a cat is sitting outside your home, they say that cats see spirits. So if they're sitting outside your home, they're not your cats and they're just sitting outside your home, they're trying to protect you from bad spirits. If you're dreaming of a snake, you have a hidden enemy. If you're talking to someone and cat got your tongue and you cannot finish what you're saying, spirit wants you to be quiet. Never open an umbrella in the house or it's bad luck. If you sleep on your stomach and you feel something heavy on your back, what they call sleep paralysis, hoodoo, they say the devil is riding your back. If you say something you don't want to happen, knock on wood 3 times. Someone random is coming up in your mind, then that person is thinking about you. If you feel like you've been somewhere before or you feel like you've seen something before, you are meant to be in that moment. If you wake up with a random scratch on your body, they say a demon just scratched you.
Sweeping at night is a Filipino superstition that is believed to bring bad luck. According to this belief, sweeping the floor during nighttime can sweep away good fortune and attract poverty or negative energy into the household. This belief is deeply rooted in the cultural notion that spirits or supernatural beings are more active during the night. By sweeping at night, it is believed that you are disturbing or angering these spirits, which may result in them bringing misfortune to your home or family. The superstition has led to the cultural practice of avoiding sweeping at night among many Filipinos. Instead, they prefer sweeping during the day to keep their home clean and free from negative energy. This practice is seen as a way to maintain a harmonious and positive environment within the household. It is also a way to show respect for the supernatural beliefs ingrained in Filipino culture. It's important to understand that superstitions like sweeping at night vary from person to person and may be more prevalent in traditional or rural communities. While some people strongly believe in this superstition and strictly adhere to it, others may see it as a mere folklore and not give it much significance. In modern times, with changing beliefs and lifestyles, the adherence to this superstition may also vary.
I hope you're not religious and still knocking on wood because little did you know, it's witchcraft. I try to tell people that we practice witchcraft unknowingly every day, but does that make it evil? No.
These are animals as omens. So if you see these animals, this is a sign for you. Owl means be careful, something huge is coming. So if you see these animals, an owl, a rabbit, a crow, a deer, a ladybug, a dragonfly, snakes, cat, lizards, and spiders, these are signs for you. Now let's break it down. If you see an owl, it means be careful, something huge is coming to you. If you see a deer, it means that the heavens want you to know that you need to have faith. The spider means a friend will come and provide help. A rabbit means forces of nature are with you, abundance and fertility. Ladybug, messenger of joy and good luck, especially ladybug. Lizard, your dreams reveal something important. A cat, hidden forces and spiritual powers are near you. Dragonfly, omen of fairy present. Snakes, your passion will open gates. And crow, the truth will appear. Go ahead, screenshot this, do what you gotta do, but pay attention, because if you ever read The Alchemist, then you understand what I'm talking about. These animals come as signs.
I'm driving. I shit you not. And this literally flew in my truck.
Like you just heard, this guy was driving his truck late at night when this owl flew into his truck and took residence, then proceeded to pull over on the road. But look just how the owl is on the driver's seat. Like, look how his wings are just open on the seat. Now, if you look at this spiritually, an owl symbolizes many different things in many different cultures. Now, in the native culture, the owl represents a bird of wisdom and intuition. Owls are also seen as messengers. Now, some healers would call upon owls for insight on truth of ill intent. Many North American tribes also believe that the owl is also the spirit of a deceased loved one or just a random spirit. Now, while the owl is considered a symbol of wisdom in the West, in many countries in the East, it is associated with misfortune and witchcraft. And while in some parts of Africa, the owl is seen as a harbinger of death. But let me know what you guys think about all of this in the comment section.
Spiritual do's and don'ts. If you have a bell in your home, cowbell, regular bell, a bell, the hates them. I ring it on purpose. And it's good for clearing your energy.
Unplug everything and turn off my damn lights. Sit your ass down. You will hear thunder outside.
So before I say anything, I'm just going to introduce what I'm going to talk about first. So basically, I'm going to talk about El Espejo Negro.
What, the black mirror?
Is one of the most dangerous things that you could have in your room, which is basically your TV.
Why?
So your TV, right? It's black, but it also reflects. So they're saying that that's the most dangerous thing you could have facing your bed because of how much shit happens inside the TV. On top of that, it's a mirror, bro. So it's like two portals in one, bro. Like, it has static and shit, and it has a mirror itself. So they're saying that if you sleep with the TV facing you, that you have bad sleep, that you have drained energy, because beings from other dimensions, bro, are constantly feeding off your energy through that portal. And then also another thing is having a chair in your room.
A chair?
So if you have a chair in your room, any entity takes that as an invitation to stay there and sit down in your room, bro.
I never heard of that. What the I like you don't have a mirror, but obviously everybody has a
TV facing them, bro.
Yeah. No wonder I don't get good sleep. Actually thinking about it now.
I mean, that's what it could be. That's just the whole speculation.
You know what I'm about to do?
What?
I'm about to
put like something over your TV?
No. I'm gonna sleep with the TV on, but with static.
Why the fuck would you do that?
I'm gonna see what the fuck happens.
Yo, this guy, bro, I swear, bro.
If you find a super spiritual woman, she an old hoe. Or a former hoe.
Baby, one thing about Shira, she might tell you a joke. That's all I'm saying.
You blocked him. I'm proud of you. And now it's time to clear him from your womb.
These are the signs a spirit is around you. The lights start flickering. You ever been somewhere and all of a sudden the lights go off and on, off and on? There's a spirit in your presence. It might be a good spirit, might be a bad spirit. You will know if it's a bad spirit because you'll start hearing stuff knocking, stuff will just fall all of a sudden, anything to distract you, to run you off. A good spirit ain't gonna bother you. Not at all. Number 2, you hearing voices. You ever heard somebody call your name and then when you go in the room, anybody call me? No, something did call your name. And a lot of times they tell you, don't answer them when they call you. If somebody call your name, just go in the front room and look for them. Don't say what you want. You might be inviting that spirit to you. Number 3, you get chills. Them same chills you get when you scared. If you get them chills all of a sudden, something around you bad. You got some bad energy. Stay woke now, for real.
A lot of y'all been getting warning signs of spirit, but don't even realize that y'all getting warning signs of spirit because you don't even realize how spirit is warning you. So if you want to learn how spirit is warning you, stay tuned. Number 1, you keep getting roadblocks no matter how hard you try, okay? You try something new, roadblock. You try to fix that, roadblock, okay? Anything that you try is a roadblock after roadblock after roadblock, okay? Now, they say it's 1 step forward, 10 steps back every damn time. Then that means that's not for you. It's not for you. No matter how hard you try, you're going to keep hitting that roadblock. And if you keep hitting that roadblock, that is spirit saying it's not for you, baby. Now, a lot of times we're going to hit roadblocks when we're trying to achieve things, okay? But it's not the same thing. If you hitting roadblock after roadblock after roadblock, then baby, no matter how hard you try, then that means it's really not for you. It's just not. And I'm sorry to be the bearer of bad news, but it's not for you. That means you need to be doing something else, okay? Number 2, you get a gut feeling that something ain't right. You get that uneasy feeling down in your stomach that something ain't right. That means that something ain't right. Our gut is going to always let us know when something is for us and when something is not for us, okay? Please believe that. They call it that gut feeling. They call it your second brain, okay? It's always going to tell you when something is not right. And I always tell y'all, you know when it's not right when you feel it. Like TT Erica say, you know the truth by the way that it feels. So if you feeling like something ain't right in your stomach, baby, it ain't right. Number 3, if you keep getting into it with people over and over again or back to back, that is spirit saying check in with yourself and check in with your circle. It could be you that's toxic, because sometimes it could be us too, or it could be your circle that spirit is wanting you away from, okay? Or it could be that they triggering you in some type of way. So pay attention to when you get into it with people, what they saying, what you saying. Reflect on it and see if it's you or if it's them, okay? Because that's really important. Number 4, if you can't sleep at night and you keep having the same thought running through your head, running through your mind over and over again, that is spirit way of saying get up and get it done, okay, and take action. Or that spirit way of saying you need to leave a situation alone, whether it be a boyfriend, girlfriend, your mama, your daddy, a job. That is spirit saying that you need to let that situation go, okay? It's either telling you to take action or stop something. Number 5, if you are a person that usually don't get sick and you getting sick out the blue and there's no underlying conditions, that is spirit slowing you down so you can get the warning that spirit is sending to you. Okay. Number 6, if you all of a sudden become clumsy and you wasn't clumsy before, you stubbing your toe on the bed, you falling down, you dropping things, okay? That is spirit trying to get you into the present, trying to get you into the now, because it's nothing like hitting your toe on the bed or falling down that's going to bring you into the present. That pain is going to bring you right here, right now, and that spirit is saying focus, okay? We want you present, all right? Number 7, if you all of a sudden start getting anxiety everywhere you go, and feeling like something bad is about to happen, that's because spirit is warning you that something bad is about to happen. It may not be bad, but it may be something that you need to pay attention to, if that makes sense, right? Sometimes it's bad and sometimes it's bad, all right? Now, this is not for the people that have chronic anxiety already. If you have been diagnosed with anxiety, if you already a person that already get it all the time, this is not for you, okay? Number 8, if you're seeing bad omens, okay? One bad omen is to see a flock of crows or a crow. That symbolizes death, okay? Please pay the fuck attention to what's going on around you when you see that, okay? Another one is a dying cat. Cats are very spiritual. If you come across the path of a dying cat, pay attention, because 9 times out of 10, that cat is for protection. And if that cat is dying, then it's a warning sign. It's a warning sign. It's a motherfucking warning sign, all right? Now, another one is if a bird is tapping at your bedroom window or your window. period. That is a warning sign of death, okay? Pay attention, pay attention, pay attention. That's all I'm gonna say. Spirit is warning you, spirit is warning you, spirit is fucking warning you. All right, so these are the signs that spirit is warning you. So make sure that you're paying attention to these warning signs. I can give you more, but these are the ones that I'm gonna give you. All right, so sending you love and light, and I hope that y'all learned something today.
Now, there's an old Philippine superstition that says when someone chokes on a fishbone, you're not supposed to tell anyone about it. Instead, you're supposed to spin your plate 3 times to make it disappear. So finally, years later, after a lot of hard work, I finally crawled out of poverty and could afford myself fish for lunch. And wouldn't you know it, I choked on a fishbone. At first, I panicked. I was looking for something to ram down my throat, hopefully to loosen it up. But all I could find was a glass of water. So, right at the critical moment when I was at my last gasp of air, I remembered what my nana used to tell me, an old Philippine superstition about choking on a fishbone. So I calmed down. I didn't tell anyone what was happening with me. And I chucked away all the food on my plate and spun it 3 times. And you know what? The pain did disappear. It does work. Amazing.
It's been a long day without you, my friend.
Growing up in the South means growing up with superstitions. Here are 13 that you may or may not know about. Number 1, if your ear itches, that means somebody's talking about you. It's said that if your left ear is itching, somebody's talking nicely about you. But if your right ear is itching, somebody's talking unpleasantly about you. Number 2, never bring your old broom with you when you're moving into a new home. Buy a new one. It's said that if you bring your old broom with you, you're bringing your old dirt and negativity into the new home. Number 3, don't shower or talk on the phone during a storm. This one actually is rooted in science, especially when house phones were a thing. Reports say that lightning can travel through electrical wiring and plumbing. So maybe grandma was right and you really shouldn't shower during a storm. Number 4, don't whistle inside and don't whistle inside at night. People believe that this blew away good fortune and good luck from the home and also called evil or wandering spirits into the home. Number 5, your elders not wanting their picture taken. There was a thought that with every picture taken, a piece of the soul was taken as well. Number 6, when you bite your tongue, you were about to tell a lie. This one's pretty straightforward, so if you bite your tongue a lot, maybe stop lying so much. Number 7, if the bottom of your foot itches, you're about to go on a journey. According to the superstition, whether you enjoy that trip or not depends on which foot itches. Could also mean extra feet time in the shower. Number 8, dreaming of fish means someone that you know is pregnant. All I can say is that there are a lot of people who swear by this one. Number 9, if you're walking alone at night and hear your name called, no you didn't. And that you should not answer and walk, not run the other direction. Number 10, never sweep around or over a single person's feet. It's said that that person will remain unmarried. Number 11, if the birds are flying low, that means rain or bad weather is coming. Bad weather is associated with low pressure, which causes some birds to fly lower. With birds being used to predict the weather long before meteorologists, this was thought to signal bad weather or rain. Number 12, never put out a mat that says welcome in front of your doorway. Some believe that this invites unwanted spirits into your home. Number 13, never split a pole when you're walking with somebody. It's believed that if you split the pole, you'll split your luck and you'll send misfortune your way.
Superstitions and Beliefs in Mexico, Part 1. If you want to get rid of unwanted visitors, make sure you place your broom behind your door. If you have the habit of cleaning at night, make sure you stop it because that only sweeps away your luck and your money won't last. And if someone sweeps your feet, that means you will not get married. I'm pretty sure people know this one. I know a lot of people have the habit of pointing at rainbows, but stop unless you want warts on your hands. So, how often have you guys seen hummingbirds? Because if you have, they have a really beautiful significant meaning that a beloved one has come and visit you. Also, if you're with your significant other and a hummingbird appears, that means that they are the one. If you like these superstitions, make sure to follow me for part 2.
Now, which one of y'all up in here is pregnant? Because I had a dream about some fish last night, so go ahead and spill it. Baby, don't take an old broom to a new house. You just gonna bring all that old mess with you. Yeah, you gotta eat your carrots because eating your carrots help you see better. It help your vision when you get older. Your eye twitching. Oh, that means somebody thinking or dreaming about you, baby. Both of y'all pregnant, right? Oh, Y'all babies gonna be friends later on in life. Just watch. They gonna meet up. You got a bump on your tongue because you've been lying about something.
Life does not. Oh my God. Oh my God.
Growing up in the South also means growing up with superstitions. Here are 13 that you may or may not know of. Number 1 is never eat both ends of a loaf of bread before you eat the middle. Why? Because you won't be able to make ends meet. Number 2 is never seat 13 people at your dinner table, because one person having this meal will pass away within a year. Number 3 is hang a horseshoe in your bedroom to keep the nightmares away. Why? Because when a horseshoe is open and up, especially over a doorway, it's said to collect luck and fend off nightmares. Number 4, have a bottle tree in your yard. It's said that evil spirits will be trapped in the bottle, keeping unwanted haunts away from the home. Number 5, never leave a rocking chair rocking, because it's said to be an open invitation for spirits. Number 6, paint your porch ceiling, paint blue. There's a couple different versions of this, but it's believed that spirits can't cross bodies of water. This is believed to have started with the Gullah Geechee people of the Carolina Low Country and Georgia. Number 7, cover your mirrors and stop your clocks when someone passes away inside the home. This was said to prevent a person's spirit from being confused when they saw themselves in the mirror and being trapped in the glass. Stopping the clocks was said to help a person move on into the afterlife without rushing them. Number 8, don't wash clothes or do housework on New Year's Day. It's believed that if you wash, you're washing out or washing away a family member. And if you clean your house, you're sweeping or cleaning away all your good luck for the rest of the year. Number 9, don't put your purse or money bag on the floor. It's believed that if those items fall below the waist, that it's a sign of financial disrespect, which in turn will create financial distress. Number 10, hang a mirror by the door to protect from evil. The belief is that the devil is so vain that he'll get caught up looking at his reflection until the sun rises and forget to enter. Number 11, if your nose itches, that means you're getting company. That's pretty much it, straightforward. Number 12, open the windows when someone passes away inside the home. This is to prevent their spirit from being trapped inside the house. And number 13, if your palm is itching, you're either giving or receiving money soon. This all depends on which hand is itching. It could also mean you're just ashy.
5 things you can't do when you're pregnant. You can't tell anyone about your pregnancy during the first trimester. Baby that was just conceived is very shy. If everyone knows about them, they will leave the mother, resulting in miscarriage. You can't attend a wedding because you'll hurt the bride's chance of getting pregnant. You can't move houses because each fetus is protected by a fetal god. Changing location would disturb the god, leading to premature birth or birth defects. You can't hold someone else's baby. This will make the fetus jealous. When your own baby is born, they will have a difficult personality. You can't use tools like scissors, needles, and hammers. Otherwise, your baby will be born with cleft lip or ugly birthmarks.
These are random spooky facts or spiritual facts that just happen to catch my attention. Number 1, the saying knock on wood dates back to ancient pagan times when people believed that spirits like Dryad used to live within the trees. So the act of knocking on a piece of wood or even touching it would protect them from bad luck. So the next time you knock on wood, you're essentially summoning the spirit of the tree. Number 2, do you know the difference between abracadabra and Avada Kedavra? Abracadabra means I will create as I speak. Avada Kedavra means I will destroy as I speak. The word abracadabra is mainly used in spell work. It is said that if you write the word from top to bottom, it is meant to get rid of evil. And if you write it from bottom to top, it is for good luck. And number 3, Aztec priests believed that the tears of children were the cure for droughts. This is why there were so many sacrifices of children around that time.
When it comes to superstitions, this one should never be overlooked. If somebody that places your feet at the end of your bed, facing towards the door, I highly advise you to change the position that you're facing. When you're placing your feet towards the door, this is known as the deathbed position, and you're cutting off your life force energy. And this could be the exact reason as to why you feel so tired and so exhausted as soon as you rise up the next day, because you're being depleted of energy. Not only does it have that effect, but it also induces sleep paralysis. This position has been given the name of being the deathbed position because this is the way that corpses face when they're being carried out in the funeral home. Before you place your feet towards the door, or if you already are placing your feet towards the door, you are inviting death in, as well as This could be the cause for so many frequent nightmares that people be having. It's also been known by some of us that by placing your feet towards the door, you are allowing people to walk out of your life. Like I've said, there are some superstitions that can be overlooked, but I don't think this one is that one.
Gotta go on, don't beg. Yes, we do beg. So if you need a hero, just look in the mirror.
Oh, nah, baby. You're not safe even if you lock yourself behind closed doors, because there's your everyday garden variety Hank, which is a restless spirit, but then you have yourself the boo hag you have to worry about now. Boo hags differ from boo daddies. Boo hags are said to be women, not just any women. More times than not, they're colored women. During the day, they look like everyone else, until nighttime comes. After they already found their target, and they designated their target, trail them home, find out where they live. Once when nighttime comes, they'll go around in that local area around the woods, and they will take off their daytime flesh that allows them to pass as everyone else. And what crawls up out of that skin is a decrepit, wide-eyed, sunken-in-eyed, no-lipped, teeth-bearing, straggly, few-haired creature that comes up out of that skin. Locking yourself behind closed doors is not going to do nothing, because even the smallest crack that is there, they can get in. They can simply get in through your window, reason why you need to keep the blinds shut at night. And don't even bother trying to look through the peephole if you hear scratches, knocks, or anything like that. Just by the simple sight of them trying to get in. And for the unlucky victims of a boo hag, when they're able to get in, they find you to your bedroom. They climb on top of you as you sleep. You're pinned down, unable to move. The only thing you're able to do is have your eyes open and just witness what's going on, like a weight is on your chest. They antagonize you in your sleep, feeding off your breath. Now they say, if you scream, there's a chance that you may become a boo hag yourself. Once when they take your breath. But when they ride you and drive you to exhaustion, feeding on your last breath, they're able to claim your skin and walk about in the real world as you. Unlike the Plata, there's many ways to defend yourself against a boo hag and your everyday haunt too. Shoot, boo hags and your everyday haunt, they have counting fetishes. Reason why they say leave rice by your bed. Reason why they say, have rice scattered around. Have straw brooms and things like that. Have something that will cause them to count. The smaller the better. The multitude the better. They have a big counting fetish. All it does is distract them. But the main way to get rid of them is to trap them in blue bottles. Why do you think bottle trees is a big thing? You trap them in blue bottles. In the light of the sun, they can't handle daylight. Or if you're brave enough, go out into them woods and find the skin of the boo hag. Oh, take it and chop their skin. They will beg you to give it back. Gains power over that witch is what boo hags are formed after.
One sneeze is something good being said. 2 is something bad being said. 3, somebody's in love with you. 4, something bad could happen to your family.
4 animals that protect you from evil spirits and demons. Number 1, owls. For the ancient Romans and some other European cultures, the owl represents wisdom and protection from evil spirits. Native Americans wore owl feathers to protect themselves from evil spirits. And with them, the owl was a symbol of the power to predict the future. The mere existence of these creatures enrages demons and evil spirits that inhabit our world. For more depth in manifestation, law of attraction and assumption, check out my book, links in my bio. Number 2, cats. They come equipped with a good luck charm to aid you in overcoming adversity. Many people choose to keep cats as pets due to their high spiritual concentration. Evil spirits and demons abhor these creatures. Number 3, dogs. Dogs are extremely vigilant and capable of detecting when something is wrong in the house. Evil spirits are incapable of approaching these beings, regardless of how heinous their circumstances. Number 4, monkeys. They truly are a man's friend. While many people dislike having monkeys as pets, monkeys are the most effective way to ward off evil spirits.
5 ways your spirit communicates to you. Number 1 is ringing in the ears. Whenever you hear that loud pitch frequency in your ear, this is a clear indication that you need to pay attention to your outside surroundings because your spirit is trying to communicate something to you. Number 2, chains of events. I call these synchronicities, when things happen in sync. You may be speaking of something and then see it play out in your physical reality. This is a clear indication that your spirit is telling you that you are in alignment. Number 3, songs. Songs and music is another way that your spirit communicates to you because our spirit can't use words. You may hear a song that's describing what your situation is, and that's your spirit letting you know that you are either in alignment or this is either confirmation. Number 4, car horns. You may be speaking of something and then you might hear a car horn or a train. This is your spirit confirming your situation. And last but not least, angel numbers.
Here it is, an onion, a marker. Anything that the enemy had for you, reverse it back, man. So you come, so you have to go. What you don't like for others, for yourself, don't give it to others. It's anything what the enemy had sent my way, and it's not of Christ, I rebuke you. You must cry. I mean, I touch you. Go away. You're wicked. The Bible said, no weapon that form up against you should not prosper. Move, enemy. Move out of my way. Go away. You're wicked. Send it back to you 7 times 7-fold. Move on. Find your way back. Anywhere you come from, find it. Not tell no lie on people. Not try if you hold down people. Do unto others as you want them to do unto you. And left this. And you win that. For 7 days and see what happened to the dirty enemy them.
Fuck it, let's do it. Let's do it. Fuck it, let's do it. Let's do it, let's go, bitch. Let's go, you ugly motherfucker.
Ever cut a baby's nails before they're a year old? Bite them off. If you cut them off, the baby will grow up to steal. Rub an apple on a newborn's tongue, and they'll have a sweet singing voice. To cure fits in a child, take one of their shirts, turn it inside out, and burn it. To cure an illness, ride a donkey backwards and feed it some of your hair, taken from the crown of your head. If an unnamed baby gets sick, give it a name and it will get better. If you get a fishing hook caught in your hand, wash the hook with moonshine and stick the hook into a piece of wood 3 times in the name of the Trinity so the wound doesn't fester. Don't turn a wheel backwards while greasing it or it'll bring bad luck. Visit a loved one on the 9th day after their burial and you will be able to speak to them a last time. You will see a ghost if you go to a graveyard at night. Mama always said they look like little lights floating around. A group of lights is the little children dancing and playing. The scarcity of pawpaw trees was thought to be a sign of the end of the world. A rabbit's foot is lucky and will protect from evil spirits. But there's no charm to it unless it's dipped into moonshine poured into a tree stump in a graveyard. And it's always gotta be the left hind foot. If a cold chill runs down your spine, a rabbit just ran over your future grave. If a picture of someone falls by itself off the wall, it portends their death. To cure snake bite, kill the snake and hold its innards against the wound. To ease a toothache, drink water from a cobalt blue glass. It's luck to find a silver coin and put it in your left pocket. If a man wipes his hands on a woman's apron, he will soon be compelled to fall in love with her. Ask a old gray daddy long legs where someone or something is and he'll point to it with one of his legs.
Took me 10 years to learn this, but I'm going to teach it to you in 1 minute. Here are 10 uncomfortable truths about life. Number 1, your salary is a drug your employer gives you to forget your dreams. Number 2, if you continue to wait for the right time, you will waste your entire life and nothing will happen. Number 3, even when you trust your closest friends, let them know nothing about you. Number 4, you will lose 99% of your close friends when you start upgrading your life. Number 5, you will be 10 times happier when you forgive your parents and stop blaming them for all of your problems. Number 6, you become more mature when you train yourself to take nothing personally. Number 7, you don't need 100 self-help books. All you need is action plus self-discipline. Number 8, the most difficult mission on earth is to focus on your dreams, and the easiest is to complain. Number 9, by age 30, your inner circle should be more focused on making money, training their bodies, and starting their families. And number 10, people are stuck in toxic relationships because they're afraid to be alone. You'll probably never see me again unless you follow for more.
If I ever needed you, I need you now.
Tell me the craziest superstition from your country. In Jamaica, we say if you wash your face with rice water, you're going to see ghosts, or as we call them, dumplings.
Look guys, it's rainy and it's sunny at the same time. Let's ask her what it means. I know it means something in our culture. Hello? So it rained and there was sun at the same time. What does it mean in your culture?
So everything means something in our culture.
Of course! I know, there are always meanings.
It actually has a meaning.
See? See?
It means an elephant is giving birth.
What?
Yes.
An elephant is giving birth?
Yes. It's true. An elephant is giving birth right now, somewhere. Somewhere in the world. An elephant is giving birth.
Hey guys.
What does it mean here?
Around here it just means rainbows. There will be rainbows.
Get your stupid ass back around here and go around the
It's not that serious. It's just a pole, bro.
superstition, baby.
I want to know Mexican culture because that's my wife's culture, you know? So I want to do a deeper dive into that. Like, you remember that TikTok trend where they were like, oh, I don't want to marry outside my culture because I don't want to explain yada yada. I'm like, fuck that. Tell me, you know? I want to know a lot of shit. I want to know even the weirdest shit out there, you know? I want to know why your grandma's rubbing people with that egg and what the hell is that going to do, you know? I want to know all the dumb shit. I want to know why we put fucking pots and pans in the oven and then take them out and use them and then put them right back when we got perfectly good storage in the cabinets, you know? Like, I want to know why your freaking Tia Joanna has like 1 million crucifixes and then a bunch of these little eyeball thingies that are hanging around. Like, she wears them, like 5 of them bracelets. Like, I want to know what that is. Like, I want to know all the food, all the weird shit, all the weird food, because I'm fucking 5'12", 224 pounds Samoan, so I love food. So I want to know all. I also want to know how to whistle like a Mexican. I can whistle, like, but Mexicans whistle with, like, their upper lip or their top 2 teeth or some shit, like, obviously I can't do it, but, like, they can do that shit down pat. I can't. They communicate like R2-D2. Anyways, let me know. I'm down to learn.
So these are little superstitions regarding death that I wanted to share with you guys. Number 1, death always comes in threes. So if a close family member or a friend or whomever passed away, expect to hear about 2 more deaths before that cycle ends. And also, death is not the end. Death is just essentially you transitioning into another state of being. Number 2, if you hear your dog howling at night, expect to hear of someone close passing, because this is for sure a sign. Number 3, if you dream of your teeth falling out, 100% you're gonna hear that someone close to you passed away. Number 4, if somebody happens to pass away in your home or in a hospital, make sure that a window gets opened in order for that soul to be able to be released. Does not mean that the soul won't be released at all. It just means that it's going to take that soul a little bit longer to find its way. So open a window and let them free. And number 5, why did the light just change? When visiting a cemetery, make sure that you always ask for permission. One thing I'm going to tell you guys about the dead, always be extremely respectful. That's going to take you a really long way with them. The minute they see a sign of disrespect, so make sure you ask for permission whenever entering a cemetery. And some people even say that as you're leaving the cemetery to walk backwards out of the cemetery, because if you don't, you may bring someone home.
Welcome to a new edition of Things I Wish I Knew. Oh, Superstition Edition. Let's talk ghosts. Back in the day, criminals were buried at a crossroads, making it more difficult for them to find their way back to haunt where they had passed away. Many believe people born after the hour of midnight, meaning people born between 12:01 and 12:59, were able to see spirits. Many also believe people born on Christmas and Good Friday have the gift. If you feel like there's evil spirits in your house, break a glass, make a lot of noise. The sound of breaking glass actually sends evil spirits a-running. It is said women with widow's peak, like this with the V, are going to outlive their husbands. If a chair falls over out of nowhere, it is bad luck. And the person that caused the chair to fall over should make the sign of a cross immediately. But if a chair falls over as someone's getting up and out of it, that is a sign that that person has been lying. Never ever rock an empty rocking chair. It invites D words and evil spirits. If you dream about somebody you haven't seen in years, it means they're thinking about you. Never play with Ouija boards, okay? You have no way of knowing who's on the other side of that board. And you may just open a door that you won't be able to close. Same goes with Bloody Mary. Don't do it. You're literally summoning a D word. Never speak about a nightmare on an empty stomach, or it'll come true. Even eat a cracker. That'll work. Biggie and Tupac aren't dead, yo. What you speak of is what you call to. In other words, be really careful telling scary stories at night, or you might accidentally invite a friend that is not a friend. Never say the D word in your home. The D word starts with D and rhymes with semen. And never, don't do it, not ever in the history of ever, whistle in your home, and even more so, never whistle at night, because you're calling to evil spirits and D words. Never place 2 mirrors across from one another. It is said to open a doorway for the devil. It is considered extremely good luck, although it's extremely unpleasant. To have a bird shit on you, yeah. If you hear an owl hoot but you don't see it, somebody you know will lose somebody they love. But if you hear an owl hoot and you see it, somebody that you love will pass. Typically within 3 days. Speaking of threes, deaths always happen in threes. Never write a person's name in red ink. You could accidentally curse them. Never ever walk backwards. It is said that you're showing the devil the direction in which you're going. It is said that if you stumble up while trying to go upstairs, you're going to get married soon. Oh yeah. Also, if a strange female dog follows you home, oh yeah, wedding bells are coming your way soon. Get the hiccups? It means somebody is talking about you, and typically not in a nice way. Your front door and back door should never be open at the same time. This allows easy entrance for evil spirits. Keep an eye on those pets. Your dogs and cats can sense and see spirits. It is said that you can find your soulmate's initials right there on the knuckle of your thumb. Oh yeah. The threshold of your home should always be protected. Many have horseshoes above their door, but not pointing up, instead pointing down. An upside-down horseshoe wards off evil spirits.
Something bad's about to happen to me.
Here's your slightly disturbing Japanese superstition for tonight. They say if you take a photo with 3 people, the person in the middle will pass away first. Back in the day, they thought that getting your photo taken would steal your soul. Photos back in the day really only concentrated on the person standing in the middle, and so they said that that person lost the most soul. Good thing I'm always the least favorite friend. I'm never in the middle.
These are the signs of a bad spirit in your house. If you and your partner argue all the time about small stuff, there's a spirit of confusion in your house, and it's gonna break your house apart. Anything that's good in your house, it's gonna make sure it's bad. Every little thing they do, you think they cheat. Every little thing you do, they think you cheating on them. You can be going to the store. If you take too long to come back, they mad. You can be on the phone texting somebody. They think you cheat. Pay attention to that. Number 2, all of a sudden, you start feeling sad. When you in the house and it's real quiet, if the TV ain't on, ain't no music on or nothing, crazy thoughts will start coming into your mind. Like failure, sadness. You start thinking about your past for no reason. You start to miss stuff that you left in the past, like old exes. You start feeling like your partner ain't giving you enough. You start feeling like I could have had better then. Be careful of thinking like that. There's a spirit right behind it. Number 3, your kids start doing crazy stuff. Your kids just get on your nerve for no reason. Like they'll break something, run around, won't sit down. Whatever demonic spirit is in their house, it's making them kids do stuff to get on your nerve. It's always something they gonna do that you ain't gonna like kids messing up their room consistently, running through the house, hitting the walls and stuff, screaming real loud. Anything that irritates your spirit is gonna happen. But don't get mad. This is real now.
Excuse me, what you time you coming home? Turn your back for me, please. Don't bring your jumbie inside of here. Yeah, girl, I don't even know how to go do that in the workplace. I really do. Excuse me, how you go cross over my foot? You trying for me to stay short or something? Cross back over my foot for me now. Yeah, but you done shorter. Anyway. The hell wrong with you? Hey, you're kind of mad. You're going to pelt you with this avocado. Close the umbrella. You don't open them thing in our house, boy. It has caused bad luck. Where's not my foot, boy? Jomel, you're not married yet. Do not sweep your foot, boy. You don't do them thing. Ma, where you putting salt on the ground for? That is for sukunya, boy. So sukunya ain't go pass. Ma!